This week, I came into one of the lowest moments in my life. I recently got 29 years old, and even though I think that I'm in that precise moment before the crisis of the 30 years old, I started to realize that the life that I was living might seem complete to some other people, but inside me, I totally felt that I wasn't going on the right direction. So I needed to make a change, and this is officially my first video on YouTube. I'm starting this channel because I always believe that that was something that I was willing to do. The idea came actually the day of my birthday on the 24th, and I started thinking, today is the day. You must take the chair, sit in front of a camera, and start talking about yourself, presenting yourself, spreading your words to the world, etc. And it's true that I realized at that specific moment that I didn't get any idea, any precise project. And then I think that my analytical me came into person and started telling me, you don't have a nice camera, etc., etc., etc. And it's true that the more the time goes by, the more I think that it's our precise job to fight those negative feelings that are totally blocking us. And the idea also of doing these videos are to do raw videos, and I must say that I think that is the best way you get to know someone. And truly the idea behind this series of weekly videos that I'm going to start doing are to tell you what I'm going through. This precise week, I discovered this magnific red notebook, and I think that it helped me a lot. And it will be the start of something that I'm willing to surpass, and that will be creating a new version of myself. I think that the one I got made me go through those last 10 years, but I'm for sure do know that this won't be the same for the next 10. And I think that that idea is the one that started getting into my mind before sleep, during the morning, and I really started feeling totally uncomfortable in my own body, in my own mind. And I did imagine that that specific change moments or beliefs were not only my own, that they might be also in someone else's mind. And it was at least maybe not my job, but my will to tell out loud, as I do with my best friends, this on the camera, because I think that that's the only way I'm going to get closer to surpassing my fears. I'm half Spanish and half French. It's true that if you are here, you didn't even get my name, except if you are on subscribe to the channel, which you are not. And that's, I think, the first step I need to be doing, and is going to be presenting myself. So I'm Alexis, I'm 29 years old. As I was mentioning, I'm half Spanish, half French. My mother was born in Paris, and my father in the Canary Island. And I think that that was also something that allowed me to have different way of thinking compared to some of my Spanish friends at the time. And it was that I needed to think in different languages during the day. I had the opportunity to go to a French school, which my mother teaches there. She teaches the 3, 4, and 5 years old kids of some families here in Alicante, which was the main city I'm based. I was born in Castellón, which is a little village, same province, 2 hours and a half away from Alicante. But I think that it was really one of my happiest moments at the time, because I didn't know everything life was about to be, and I was naive at the time. And I think that naivety is helping you see things less difficult as they are. I decided to study in Toulouse. Then I finished my studies in Madrid, went to Shanghai, worked in Paris, Barcelona, Madrid, and all those experiences made me think that I was going on the right path. But the longer I went into those professional experiences, I'm and will be always an entrepreneur. I think that that's more a mindset and a way of being than actually a profession. So I had the possibility to launch my first company when I was 22 at the time. I left Paris and went back to Alicante, where I'm right now, and started a local marketplace. I think that it was important for me to build a project, or at least the first one needed to be a social project, because I think that that's also something I like, believing that what I'm doing is really improving the world, not only making me earn money. And that started, I think, a switch on my mind that will always be there, and I jumped, and that helped me a lot in my life, because all those later experiences in the professional world came because I had this first one. And I will get to my next one. And that's the reason why I'm here, because I need to do a first exercise about getting deeper and deeper into who I really am, go in front all the things that I don't want to talk out loud, but I think that the moment has arrived. I cannot go longer or later in life without accepting them and changing them. If I had to describe how I saw my life during those last 29 years, it will be in 3 different steps. I think that first it was naivety, second was grit, and the third one, and the one that I really want to be in, and that's the reason why it's so important for me to go deep into my pain and fears, is to get into the energy one. And I think that that's the one I didn't went into. I did all I had to do in a survival mode, because I needed to do so, because I lost my father when I was 17, and that has set the tone in my life, and I needed to be there for my sister and my mother, and everything was in survival mode. But I think that in these next 10 years, and that's at least what I will be building in those next 50 weeks until my 30th birthday, which I don't want to arrive with a existential crisis, but having solved most of my issues. And that's the reason why I'm inviting you to come with me during this journey, because I think that I won't be alone living this. Anywhere you might be in the world, you will have an honest person, as I'm speaking with my best friends, and you will get the total honesty and transparency. And that's also something that I'm willing to do out loud, meaning thinking, challenging myself, and getting to improve each day a little bit into finding this new version of who I'm willing to be. And you will be with me building it. So if you like what you are seeing, please get the subscribe button, and I will be telling you much more about me and what I get into my mind from this notebook into the following week. So happy to see you there, and glad to meet you guys. Bye.